Good morning, all my Yarnie friends. I'm Sara, Sach. I'm off centered. Here, let me get centered. There we go. How did that happen? Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Sara, Sach, and welcome to Coffee and Crochet with Sara. This is our live video podcast here on YouTube. It's good to see you all here today. I hope you're having some nice weather. We had some crazy rain and wind over the weekend, but you know what? It wasn't terrible, and my garden is really doing great from all that rain and then sunshine today and yesterday. I'm a little scratchy today. I'm having some allergies, so just excuse me if I go today. Remember last week I sneezed? It's okay. Germs do not come through the camera. Alrighty, well, let's grab whatever we're drinking. Something was scratching my arm. Let's grab whatever we're drinking. And clinkety, clink, clink in. You know, somebody asked me the other day, where did you come up with clink in? I'm like, I don't even know. I just started doing it when we were first doing live videos, and I just stuck with it. And if you don't know what that means, you're just clinking in, saying, I'm here. You can put what you're drinking if you want to. You can even state where you're from. But remember, never put anything personal in there. No address, no phone numbers, none of that nonsense. Just say your state or your country where you're from. Because I really love to see where you're all from. Today I'm drinking... I didn't intend for my coffee to be iced coffee today. But at the last minute, Rosie started asking to go out back. And Rosie is my little red chihuahua who is crashed out over here asleep now. And so I set my coffee down. I took her outside. She's one of these dogs that can't just go out and go potty. She's got to find the spot, you know. And so it took a little longer to get her back in here than I was intending. And so now I'm drinking cold coffee, which... Actually, with this coffee, with the Italian creamer that I use, that's sugar-free, super good. All right, so clinkety, clink, 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 clink. All right, well, I have a few things I want to share with you. Yesterday, I had a really long day. I had 2 doctor's appointments, some x-rays, my decompression treatment. It was a really, really long day. First, I went to my regular doctor for my yearly and, to read my blood work and stuff. And good news is I don't have to take my cholesterol medicine anymore. And I'm really happy about that because it was starting to give me some leg cramps. And after I talked with my doctor, my back doctor, he said, ask my my regular doctor about that. And it turned out that that's exactly what it was. And so it worked out great with my blood work that I don't need to take that anymore. Unfortunately, I am full-on diabetic now. And so I'm going to be starting with a new drug. I'm a great big baby when it comes to shots. So I'm going to start out with, he's going to give me the lowest dosage in a tablet, and we'll see how it works. And I have to go back every 3 weeks. But I'm feeling great, after we did that, I came home and tried to get my video ready for yesterday. I think I got it out around noonish or so, maybe 2, I can't remember. And I'll talk about that video after a bit. And then in the afternoon, after I got that finished, my husband came home and he took me to my back doctor. And I did my decompression treatment, and, I don't know if you know what that is, but they put they lay you back on a table like, Frankenstein's bride, and then they pull you and stretch you, and they use different weights to open up your spine and things. And so after that, we had a consultation with the doctor, and then he also took x-rays again. So there's a lot of good healing going on in there. I have one more on Thursday, and then we're going to give it a rest for a couple of weeks and see how that goes. And then I'll have another consultation and see how that goes. I am feeling a lot better, but I am really sore today because, those decompression treatments make you really sore. But also, I am exhausted. It was a really long day yesterday, but lots of good news. So anyhow, the only reason I'm going over any of that is I get a lot of emails and messages and comments about my health. So I wanted to go ahead and just get that out of the way, okay? All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our shout out of the week. And I stumbled upon this particular person. Her name is Erica. The name of her YouTube channel is It's Time for Yarn. I thought that was really a cute name for a YouTube channel. And it fits her personality because she's a really nice person. She has a really great channel. I love what she's doing. And you have to go and see her. And again, I've put her link to her channel underneath this video in that description box. But if you want to find her, just put in the search box. Remember that little search box at the top on YouTube? It looks like a magnifying glass. It's like a circle with a little tail. Okay, the name of her YouTube channel is called A Time for Yarn. I think it's an amazing name. It's Time for Yarn. It's always time for yarn, isn't it? Her name's Erica. Go show her some Yarnie love. And like I always say, subscribe, like, share, all of it. And give her some likes, subscribe, share. And you can share anybody's video if they'll let you, If you go down to the bottom there where it says share and you click that, it'll let you share it to, like, if you have a Facebook page or I don't know, where else you want to share it. I share excuse me, 2 seconds. I share on YouTube. I share on X, Twitter. I share on LinkedIn. I share on Facebook because I enjoy other people's videos and I enjoy what other people are doing. And even I, as wonderful as I am, I can learn a lot from other people. And I love that. People have lots of neat little things that they do that others don't, and we can learn from each other. Okay, so Erica of It's a Time for Yarn. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to try to keep this a little bit short today because my back is a little sore and it's hard for me to sit up right at the moment, and I'm going to stretch out later. But what we're going to do next is our yarn of the week. And I've chosen one of the ones I showed you last week, and that's because I had a lot of questions about it. This is the Vivid Sweet Roll, and this particular color is called Lava Lamp. And this is a medium weight number 4 acrylic yarn. But I pulled it up on my iPad because I want you to see some of the other colors that they have available. Let me open this up real quick. Okay, I'm going to put my iPad under here and see if I can get this without it being too... There we go. All right, so what I did is in my search, I just put sweet rolls. And I did this for a reason because I want you to see that they have regular sweet rolls. And all of these are all just different colors of long striping yarns. Beautiful colors. And there are, let's see, 17 different colors of just your basic sweet roll. All right, let's go back. Okay, this is the Frosty sweet roll. And these are all $5.99. And the Frosty is one of my favorites because they're just so beautiful. I've done a blanket, I've done a scarf, and they're just lots of gorgeous colors. 12 different colors of those, and they range anywhere from like some of your pastels. Here's some with blues and browns, just beautiful yarns. Okay, so let's go back, and then we have the Vivid Sweet Roll. This is the one that's just one of my favorites. Look at these bright colors. I'm just going to show them to you real quick. They're just gorgeous. This one, I think, no, that's not the same one. This one is the one. There we go. And they've got blues and purples and pinks. And these are gorgeous. They're also $4.90. This one is $4.99. And they have 8 different colors on those. All right. The other one I wanted to show you real quick is this one. Of course, they have the sweet rolls in the fruits. You know I love those. But this one is the Premier Roll Bold. And this one is thicker. Okay. This one is the bulky number 6. And they have 5 colors. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at all those beautiful shades. I'm just showing these to you so you can go and look at them yourself. But I just love this one. Now, this is not the one I'm showing you today. I'm showing you the regular Vivid. Let me click on those fruits real quick. Hey, now, open up. There we go. And these are some of my favorites. I love the way these work. I've made a hat with this blueberry one. I've got a hat in a bag coming with the banana one. I've made a bag with this one. I've not made one with that one. I need that one. And I have a hat with this one and let's see, what else did I do with that? I can't remember now. And I've not used this one yet. And then there's that one. Isn't that so cool? And of course, I've got a hat in a bag with that one. So I've used these a lot in my patterns. Okay, so the Vivid Sweet Roll right now is $4.99, which is that one that I showing you there. And I just wanted to show them to you because I get a lot of questions about sweet rolls, and I love them. The neat thing about the sweet rolls is you're always going to find how to find the center of the cake. It'll be right like that on them. Okay, and there is that chunky sweet roll that I showed you that was a bulky 6. But all the ones that I have used, the fruits, the frosty, the striping ones, and now the Vivids, they're medium weight, number 4, 174 yards, 3.5 ounces. And I bought these specifically to make some pumpkins. Aren't they cute? I just think they would make some beautiful pumpkins. And I love to go with colors that are kind of fallish, but not exactly. Because this has got some purples and some cranberries. Aren't those colors beautiful? And so you can be looking for some pumpkins made with these in the future. All right. And again, the Vivid Sweet Rolls right now are $4.99 a cake. 8 different colors, 100% acrylic, medium weight, number 4 yarn, machine washable. And I love that. Anything that's machine washable is my friend. All right, so that is our yarn of the week. I'm going to move those out of the way. And you know, if you want to order some, my Premier link is always down underneath this video in that description box. Okay, I'm going to toss these over into that box over there. All right, so what did we do this week at Posh Pooch Designs? So the first thing I want to show you is this hot pad. And this is our fruit stripe hot pad. It's a double thick hot pad. It has 2 layers. So we make a square, then we make a second square, then we stitch them all together, and it makes a nice thick hot pad or pot holder. This is cotton. Now this cotton is 85% recycled cotton and 15% polyester. Okay. This particular yarn is called Orange Stripe, and it's got several shades of orange in it. And then it has this beautiful like orchid color. And you can make one of these hot pads with one of these skeins, or skeins, however you want to call that. And then you're going to need a little extra orange or whatever color you want to use for the trim. So these have 3.5 ounces on them, I think. Oh no, 1.94 ounce. I was thinking 3.5 of the other ones. Okay, this has 1.94 ounces, so a little under 2 ounces. And you're going to need about another ounce, ounce and a half for the trim in another color. You can order 2 of these skeins and make your whole hot pad and your trim. Okay, now I had a lot of people ask me, can I make this particular stitch into a towel? And you certainly can. Just use the same pattern, which you know is you're doing single crochets and then a triple for your bumps, and then your next row back are half double crochets. It makes a really nice stitch, and it makes a really nice texture. And you certainly can do that. You can do them these size, or you can make them bigger. Make them wider, make them longer, whatever you want to do. It's just a basic stitch. And I love the way that it turned out. And I'm really enjoying using this Premier Home. And this Premier Home, they just brought in, I think, 5 or 6 new colors. And this is one of them here, and this is one of them also. I ordered one of each of the new colors. There's a green, a red, and I want to say yellow. That's a speckle that I ordered. I probably should have grabbed them. But anyway, I think the last time I ordered these, they were right at $2 each. But I don't know what they are now because I didn't look. But anyway, I love this cotton because it is 85% recycled cotton, and then it has that 15% polyester. So you're getting the absorbency and the cotton with the polyester, which helps it hold its shape and it makes it a little bit sturdy. I've always felt like it was a good combination or a good marriage to mix cotton and polyester or acrylic. Okay, so that's the hot pad. You 9 by 9 inches is a really nice size, and I really love it. Okay, that's what we did for our Friday fun day. I'm gonna set that over there. There we go. All right, now yesterday, remember last week I told you I was going to do the Sister Love hats, and I was gonna wait and do it for Scrap Happy Monday. I couldn't wait. So I did them yesterday, and I already had most of it done. And so even though I had a really busy day yesterday, and Guthrie says they're $1.99. Thank you. I knew they were right around $2. Anywho, when I already had the video ready, I had almost a really busy day yesterday, so I went ahead and did the hats. I'm going to show them to you. They're so cute, and I love how they turned out. I sent my sister a picture, and she said she wants the pink and blue one. So which one would that be, Gina? They're both pink and blue. But she can have either one that she wants. I made them both exactly the same. They're the same size. And one of the neat things about this hat, it's a super comfy hat, super easy to make. I went ahead and showed you again how to make the heart and then how to assemble the whole hat. And it's really, really a simple process. You just stitch them around together, then you add the top one, then you add the trim. It's really simple. No fancy stitches or techniques needed. They're just super cute. They're super loose, like comfy. So they fit like a 22 to 24 inch head. But that's a loose fit. So what you can do if you like a tighter fit, we're using an H hook. You want a tighter fit. You can always go down a hook size when you're making your squares, and the rest of the hat as well. Go down a hook size. Another thing that you can do is, I do the basic granny square style where you're doing, once we get the heart, because it pretty much is just a granny square. How the heart is formed is just by color changes. Okay, and so you can go down, you can do less chains in between your clusters. In other words, these are 3 clusters, and then we chain 2. Do 1 or no chains in between, and it'll tighten that up more. As another way that you can make it smaller. Okay, if you're going to make this for a child, you could always leave 1 row of your square off. Like, don't do this last row and just go ahead and add your single crochet, and that will make the hat smaller as well. Okay, so there's several different ways if you want to make the hat smaller or make it a tighter fit. Okay, and I love those. They're super fun. Next time my sister and I get together, we're going to wear them, and then we're going to take some pictures for you guys. Okay, I just love them. They're super fun. Let me show you how they fit. And I widened the brim. You all said you wanted a wider brim, so I did that. And it's got the heart on top. And I love them. They're super fun, I've got a clip in my hair, so it's not sitting right. But they're super fun, easy to wear, and very comfortable. And messed up my hairdo, but that's okay. I don't care about that. But like I said, they're easy to adjust to fit smaller heads. And if your head is bigger, you can always add an extra row of single crochet on your squares to make your squares bigger. Don't be upset if your head is smaller or bigger, and like a lot of people like a tighter fit, so just go down a hook size or even 2, depending on how tight of a fit that you really want. All right. Get my hair straightened out here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the other thing we did, we did our this and that video last Wednesday, and we talked about Freeform Crochet. Now, if you don't know what Freeform Crochet is, you can find the link to that video underneath this video in the description box, as well as you can just go to my YouTube channel and find it. It's super simple to find. And the thing about Freeform Crochet, as I've discovered, just and all the comments that you all made, that people who are like me, who love a little bit of randomness and a little bit of, what would you say? My hair is driving me crazy. Anyway, who are a little more what I would consider artsy, would love to try Freeform Crochet or do it. And a lot of people who are more technical, like my daughter, she is a technical crocheter. She's not interested in freeform at all. And the thing about freeform is there are no rules. It's a great way to take your swatches and just practice stitches and then make something out of it. And it's a really interesting thing. What I was talking about in the video is, when I was a kid and I was learning, every bit of yarn was just precious to me, even the small strings and stuff. And so I would make these weird shaped things and practice stitches that I would learn from those library books, because I got books from the library to learn to crochet. And I would just practice on them with these extra pieces of yarn. But, I had ladies at our church that we were attending at that time that would give me their leftover yarns. I had, I would save my allowance, and I would go and buy, a skein or two of yarn. Back then it was Kmart and Woolworths, and I don't even know if those places are even around anymore. My sister used to work at Kmart, and I would go with her, and I would sit there in that little break area, or, sitting area, and I would crochet. And I loved it. It was fun to be out there, and I would take my library books and just pour over them. But freeform crochet, really the definition of it is just painting with yarn. And I really encourage you to get on Pinterest and just put in freeform crochet, and you'll see there's just some really beautiful and gorgeous things. And there are a lot of people that will take a picture of something, say a picture of their dog, and they'll just start crocheting. There's no stitch counts. There's no proper stitches. You don't even have to weave it in. You can tie knots if you want to. Whatever hook you want, whatever yarn you want. You can mix your yarns. You can mix your fibers, unless you're going to wash it, of course. And things like that, and your thicknesses. And they just come up with some just beautiful works of art. Mine were never that beautiful, But yeah, it's just a really neat process. And you have to kind of, as crocheters, we're programmed to have every stitch count and everything we need, and the perfect yarn and the right crochet hooks, and never do knots. Oh, goodness sakes, things like that. And then when you get in, start learning about freeform crochet, it's a whole different kind of thought process. And I really enjoy it. And one of the things I really love about it is that it takes you away from the stresses of the world. I mean, we talked about this with crochet. Crochet is the great place to unplug, I can't think of the word I usually use, but decompress maybe, I don't know. But get away from the cares of all the world that's going on around us, our worries and things, and sit down and crochet for a while. But freeform crochet even takes you farther than that, because you're thinking about, okay, I've got red yarn. Will pink look good with it? What about this green striping yarn? Oh, what if I do these and this? And it's not where you're having to have an exact stitch count or even rows or any of that stuff, because then you're going to crochet around that end and do something different. And then you're going to go this way, and then you're going to go up and maybe sideways. And it's just a lot of fun. And it completely, for me, it completely relaxes me. And I look at what I've made, and it may not be pretty to other people, but I think it's pretty cool, And you can make all these little pieces and then hook them together. And I've seen beautiful rugs made, and beautiful pillows, and sweaters, and hats, and things. And that's why, give me 1 second again. And that's why I really encourage you. Watch that video that I put out there. It's not very long, like, I don't know, 12 minutes or something. That I did last week, and then go on Pinterest and just put in your search bar freeform crochet, and I'm telling you, your mind will be totally blown, because it is so amazing what people are doing. Okay, even if you're not the kind of person that would do it, it's still awesome just to go and look at what people can do. Because there's a lot of people out there. I don't mean to brag. This is not a brag, but I can look at something and I can tell you what stitches are in it. And when I was, like I said, when I was first learning to crochet many years ago, I was taught to measure everything. And if it fit, then the stitches were right, and then later on, I learned how important stitch counts were and things like that. But I had so much fun with just making things fit. Like say I had an old pillow. Okay, and I didn't like it anymore. Okay, and I would just make all these weird shapes, sew them together, and make it fit this pillow. If I needed a little bit more over here, I would just stitch a few more lines. If I needed something over here, I'd kind of make a corner. If I needed something down here, and I'd make a swirl, you know. And then they were just so beautiful, and they look like tapestry. They really do when you get them all together and all the fun. And I know I'm getting a little excited about this, but I've remembered, you know, from when I was first learning how to do all these things and how fun that particular thing was. Back then, I had no idea what freeform crochet was. I was just using every single bit of yarn that I had to make something out of it. Okay, so I really encourage you to watch that video that I made. I just call it Freeform Crochet, this or that Freeform Crochet. And then go on, like I said, on Pinterest and just look at all the amazing things that people are making with it. That's why they call it painting with yarn. All right. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I really want to encourage you to have a fantastic week. I know a lot of you are getting your kids back in school, and both my two grandkids went back to school today, and then my granddaughter, she's homeschooled. They have a different kind of schedule because she's in gymnastics, and she does school all year round when they can fit it in here and there. She's so far ahead anyway. I don't think it matters if she were to even skip a year of school, but her whole mindset is gymnastics. And but anyway, I know a lot of you are getting your kids back to school and getting the clothes they need and the supplies and all that. So I wasn't sure if I'd have too many people show up today, but we have a good showing. I can see there are 81 clicked in. So thank you all so much for being here today. And thank you. I just want to say a big thank you for all of you, because, you know, I had a rough day yesterday, and a couple of, you know, Rita and Kim, they just stepped up and, you know, they watched the Facebook group to make sure it's, you know, stayed. Our goal is to stay encouraging, pleasant, and joyful, and to help each other out, you know, and that's the way I want my videos to be as well. But I just thank you all for sticking with me, and those of you who have sent me cards and notes and messages about, you know, my physical nonsense, you know, thank you so much for that. It lifts my spirits, and you know, some of the gifts that you've sent me are completely unnecessary, but have just been such a blessing to me. And I just want to make sure that I tell you all thank you. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for, some of you have been with me for years, and it just blesses my heart. Okay. And, you know, some of you that have donated things like our giveaway, both items were donated. They're brand new items, and they were donated. And that means so much to me when you care enough, you know, to do that sort of thing. Because like I said, when people donate things, they pay the postage. I didn't pay it. And postage is expensive. I mean, I pay it when I send it to you, you know, because I want to make sure it gets there, you know. But anyway, I just want to say just a great big thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody that watch and work the videos or work the patterns and all of that stuff. It just means so much to me, because our time together is just as much a joy and encouragement to me as I hope it is to all of you. All right? All right. I'm going to let you go on that note. Have a wonderful week.